There we are. Fish on. Oh, big head shakes. Big head shakes, y'all. Oh, stay pinned. God, he is fighting. Holy crap. Just gave me a bath.
Hey there folks, welcome back to Kambotrout Fishing. So in today's video you're going to see me fishing trail stop number 2 in the Virginia Kayak Angler Elite Series. It was great to get down here, fish some water that I really haven't fished hardly at all. I've been here once before in my life about 2 years ago. I didn't do that great then, so it was interesting doing the recon, but eventually I was able to put together a plan on the water that was really effective. So stick around till the end and I'll cover all those different types of tactics, techniques, the recon that I did before I went, because whatever lessons I used and applied out there, they definitely worked out. So at the end of this, you'll see the award ceremony. It was great meeting up with my teammates down there. It's been way too long. I'll see you again on trail stop number 3 and hopefully before then. But for today's video, again, make sure you stick around till the end. That's where I'll get into the tactics, tips, and techniques. But for right now, let's keep this intro short and let's go fishing. Now lines in today was 5:30 a.m. and 5:30 a.m., 6 o'clock, that was also the slack low tide out here. So, although I didn't expect to find these fish in the pads, I did want to start the morning and check there. Because, I mean, that's like your stereotypical snakehead water. Find the pads, find the grass, find the fish. But, you'll see, it unfolds differently out here. I adjust my tactics because I checked these pads, didn't really see a lot of movement, didn't really move any fish, maybe a couple small ones here and there. Then I started playing things around in my head. Where did I think they might be on this low tide? I find them shortly. You'll see where, and then again, at the end, I'll cover exactly why I think they were there and why what I was doing was successful.
Number 1, how dare you?
That was a snake. No! Fudge.
Now what you're going to see me do here is grab the anchor almost immediately. When you're fishing open water like this, you have few reference points like you do when you're fishing shoreline structure. So dropping an anchor, having GPS set in, something like that is really important to maintaining your position out here when you're just in open water. Not a pattern I normally use for snakehead, but sometimes you'll see it's effective.
Well, here's snakehead number 1 for the day, and that came on the American Snakehead Custom Spinnerbait. I'm going to get this pretty little one back in here. This is a catch and release tournament. Then we'll get back to it. And there she goes. Well, folks, I'm not sure if I caught that catch on camera or not, but I did just catch a snakehead. Not a big one, about 20 and a half. But hey, we're on the board. There we go. There we go. Got him. There we go. Got him. All right, number 2. Number 2. Oh crap, he's off grips. He is off grips. Or off hook rather. Off hook and grips. Got him that time though. All right. This was probably a hair smaller than the last one. No, actually a half an inch longer. Good deal. Not that this is in any way a winning bag so far, but it is nice to be on the board. Double checking the photo. I'm gonna take another one. I want to make sure they can clearly see the next set of numbers on the board. That's more like it. She'll come in right at 21. Number 2, y'all. Number 2, again, American Snakehead Custom Spinnerbait. I'm liking these new addiction grips. There you go. All right. That's the second one I've gotten in this same zone. There may be a school over there. Wouldn't that be something? There we are. Oh! That was a better one too. That was a better one. There we are. Fish on. Yep, feels better. Feels better. Much better fish than the other two. Oh, big head shakes. Big head shakes, y'all. That's a good fish. That is a good fish. Stay pinned. Stay pinned. Oh, stay pinned. God, he is fighting. Holy crap. That's a good fish. I'll get the net on this one.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm! Wait.
Yes. Come here. Come here. Come here. There we go. Just gave me a bath. That's a good one, y'all. That is a good snake. That's a really solid fish. He is chomping down on that sucker. Come on, spinnerbait. Get out of the net. There we go. Alright, double checking photo. Yeah, she'll still hit 29.5. Okay, cool. Alright, y'all. This one is a good one. 29.5. I'm telling you. But that's a nice one. Same spot, too. Gotta get back to it. So far, that's 5 hookups, 4 landed from this spot. Let's make it 5 landed. That was a hit. He just didn't get it. Either that or he got blades, one of the two. I might have to move a little bit. I may have cleared him out off this point. I mean, that's pretty freaking good to catch 4 off 1 point. That's pretty freaking good. And honestly, this is a different kind of fishing for me. It really is. And generally speaking, not a fish. There we go. Let's see. That's a bass, I think, on this one. I think it's a small bass, though. Yeah, small bass. Right? Yeah, little guy. Go get your granddaddy and tell him I'm here. If I'm going to stop getting hits on this, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and switch out to a few different lures and see if I can pick off a few more that way. And I might move in closer in a minute because all my hits are coming from near the end of my casting range. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I'm going to move in there in a minute. So I'm not really getting any hits close to me. I'm going to reel this one in nice and slow. I'll take 2 more casts, I think. And if I don't get anything, I'm going to move in. Oh, that was a hit. Just didn't get it. Might have been a bass. I don't see any bubbles. I won't move just yet then. Ooh. That was a hit, but he didn't get it. That was a snakehead too. He hit the blades. It was right around there. But stick around to the end of the video and I'll tell you at the end exactly why I came to this point and why I came here when I did. So I had an idea in my head and it really seems to have been correct. But I have a feeling. Oh! Caught my net and backlashed all to. Oh no. Wow. Okay, this will take a minute. Yeah, that's pretty much the cast I wanted to make too. Oh geez, there we go. That's a big fish. That's a snake too, and it's a big one, y'all. It's a big one. That's a big fish. What did I say? What did I say? That's a good one. It's a really good one. Oh yeah. Another very net-worthy fish. Stay pinned, you. Stay pinned. I need you. I need you. Oh God, these fish are strong. These are some of the hardest fighting snakehead I've caught. Oh, God dang. What a beautiful fish. God, what a beautiful fish. Oh, good. And the lure's slightly holding his mouth open. Let me see it. Come on, let me see it. Okay. I can get that pretty easily if you'll let me. Jeez Louise. I really got you, huh? There we go. There we go. I'd estimate and say maybe 27? 28 at most, but I'm thinking closer to 27. Thick fish. Boy, she's thick. And she'll come in, yeah, I would say 26 3/4. Yep, that'll do it. I gotta find one over here that's in the 30s. That would be fantastic. Another solid fish. Look at the gut on her. I mean, thick for days. Let's get back to it. Oh, yeah. Come on, 30s. I need high 20s and 30s. Let's go. Now that's one on the MEPS. That's the one good hit I've got on the MEPS so far. So I'm still in a position where I think if I don't get a hit in the next 3 to 4 casts, I'm gonna try the spinnerbait again. Because that spinnerbait was getting tagged, man. I don't know if it's because it put off that much extra vibration or a bigger profile or what it was, but I expected the MEPS to get the most hits. But so far, it's definitely been the spinnerbait. Yo! Snakehead all day too. Those bubbles everywhere. Look at him. Holy crap. I think I'm gonna have to try one of the smaller MEPS. Yeah. Let me try downsizing. Just switch to a small MEPS. No hits yet. The only problem right now, I think, is really just getting them to see it. Fish! Fish on. That's a snake, but it's too small. Come on. Interesting looking fish. He's got some a little bit of disease going around here. I hope you recover, buddy. There we go. Yeah, she'll come in at 21 again. Actually, I gotta retake that. You couldn't see the lip up against the fence. That's why you double check your photos, folks. You may think it's good, but miss one little thing can result in point deductions. Alright, thanks little buddy. And uploaded. And as y'all can see right now, I am in first. But the day is very young. Oh, Jesus! He crushed those blades. Oh my God, he crushed them. You gotta hit the body, my boy. Hit the body of the lure. If I don't get anything off this point in probably the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to go to the next spot that I have in mind and hope that they're there. I had a loop in my line. That's not good. Big one on, y'all. Big one on. Oh, big one on. Yep, that's what we need. That's exactly the guy we need. Heck yes. I knew coming over here would be the right call. Come on. Come on. There we go. Now that's going to cull the crap out of my smallest fish. I'm in first place right now, but like I said before, the day is still young. I think we're probably only around 10 o'clock or so. But this is gonna be a big call right here. And again, y'all, that American Snakehead custom spinnerbait is tearing them up. And use the discount code Kambotrout if you want to go in there and get your own. Make them a little bit cheaper for you. Nice fish. Probably 26, 27. These fish down here are thick though, I tell you what. There we go. All right, hook is out. My tag's still down there? Yes, it is. Straighten out your body for me. No, shh. Yep, it's okay. Just lay flat for me, all right? He is determined to angle his tail downward. Relax. Just relax for me. Everything is cool, dude. I am gonna release you. You are all right. Can you move that tail back up for me again, please? Hold it up there. That'd be great. There we go. Time to double check the photo. Yep, and she'll go 27 1/4. But you know what? I want to make absolutely sure. Yeah, the angle on those grips didn't come out just like I wanted. I'm gonna retake it. Yeah, that's better. I'm gonna zoom in. Oh, Tyler bumped me out at first. This might bring me back in first. Cut it out, Tyler. Only I'm allowed to catch fish out here. Oh, crap. My tag was... Oh, there he goes. My tag was almost covered up. I got a feeling today's going to be a shootout, y'all. Because that leaderboard is changing up. Nice one right here. I think we got to break that 30-inch mark, though. If we want to have a good shot, we're going to have to break that 30-inch mark. All right, beauty. There you go. Let's keep the party going. Before I go down there, just in case. Oh, what did I say? That might be a bass. That might be a bass. He came out of the water in a really odd way for a snake. It is a snake. I'm glad I checked because there could be more over there. Not an upgrade fish. Sliming up my rain gear, dude. Come here. Let's see. Looks like, hey, chill out. Oh no, the sun. Go away, sun. Go away. We do not want any sun today. All we want are overcast skies. And I think she'll come in right at 23. Indeed, 23. Well, I'm back in first. It's not concurred or rather approved yet, but I am back in first as of right now. There we go, 23 incher. Nice fish. Not an upgrade, but a nice fish. I love those guys. Now folks, as you've seen, I've caught a good number of fish at this point. All in the same knot. Some of them pretty big. I think it's time for me to retie before I have a mishap that just breaks my heart. So I do not want to lose this spinnerbait. It has been performing really well for me. We'll check that knot. No, son, go away, I swear to God. You will shut this bite down, I know you will. Alright. GoPro, stop recording. Like I've said before, this really isn't my kind of fishing. I much prefer to do precision casting up inside of deep structure, overhangs of bushes and trees and next to stumps and upturned, you know, that kind of structure with the precision casting and the topwater strikes. That is where I like to live. I think it's the most rewarding, most challenging, all around most fun way to catch snakehead. But if I told you I wasn't having a good time right now, I'd be lying. I gotta find a 30 plus. Oh, Jesus. Blue cat, no bubbles. Blue cat. God, they hit hard. funny. I've caught 3 blue cats today. I think I've got 0 on camera. Ooh, gotcha. I think it's a blue cat though. Yep, called it. Alright, finally got one of these slimy buggers on video. There's so many of these in here. I cannot adequately describe just how many of those there are in here. I mean, it's ridiculous. They've done the studies. You're looking at 70% or so of the biomass in the Rapp is freaking blue cats. I've ridden the electro fishing boats too. I've seen it. It's insane. It is straight up insane how many blue cats are in here. Come on, 30 plus. 30 plus snakehead, where are you? I need you. In the worst way, I need you. Oh, fish on, feels good, y'all. And it feels like a snake. It feels like a snake. Either that or a bass. What is this? What do we have? What do we have? Nice snake. Oh God, they fight hard here. Holy crap. I don't know what it is about the Rapp, man, but these snakehead in here fight hard. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if she'll be an upgrade or not. It's a solid fish, but I've got 3 solid fish on the board right now. God, they pull hard here. Jesus. I can't believe how hard they pull here. It's ridiculous. Ugh. There we go. Good God. I'm telling you. These snakehead here pull harder than pretty much any snakehead I've ever caught anywhere. Easy, easy. I'm missing my freaking spinnerbait now. That was a tight-lipped fish right there. Beautiful fish. Whether she's an upgrade or not. Beautiful fish. Alright. Let's get her on the board and find out. Will you cut it out? Just relax your tail that way. 26 3/4. I think that ties my smallest fish. Son of a gun. Well, if anyone out there needed a tutorial in submitting catches, I'm pretty sure I got you covered today. Alright, that's one more, y'all. Look at the coloration on her. I love when they have that pale background. It really makes those dark splotches really stand out. Thanks, buddy. There she goes.
1 hour later.
So I was saying I expected to need at least 3 fish in the 30-inch range to win this, and that's exactly what it's shaping up to be. Travis is now in the lead, and he's got a 30 and change and 2 29s and change. No! I gotta find some bigger fish, man. This is killing me. Freaking killing me.
Well, folks, I fished hard for him, but although I caught a lot more fish throughout the day, I just couldn't find those fish above 27 inches. So, I mean, I had a great time on the water. I caught a lot of fish on a pattern that I don't normally fish with snakehead, but I just couldn't find that size I needed to pull it out. So, when we got to the award ceremony, that's when I found out that not only had Travis bumped me out of first, but at the last minute, my buddy and teammate, Elmer, 808 Snakehead Hunter down there, he pulled out a heck of a catching spree in the last hour and knocked me into third. So, good job, brother. Way to stick with it, because he had caught pretty much bass all day, but hadn't caught snakehead till the very end. But he stuck with it and pulled it out. So, congrats to Elmer on second. Congrats to Travis on first. Congrats to Mike Chin for catching the biggest snakehead. Nice fish, 32 inches. And congrats to Nick Vega for pulling out biggest bass. The tournament by Virginia Kayak Anglers Elite, VKAE, excellent. Very well run, fun tournament. So great job, fellas. Now, I told you at the end I would get into the tips, techniques portion where I explained this pattern, how I found it, and how I fished it. Let's get into that now.
All right, folks. Now that we've had the award ceremony, I can tell you exactly what brought me to these areas, what I think made me successful getting all the gear and everything else. So first things first, I got here, I haven't pre-fished whatsoever. I haven't been to this river in 2 years. I know a couple areas that sometimes hold fish. I did some satellite recon to find out where the pad fields are, things like that. Now, I started out in the pad fields just to check. Didn't expect much, but I went in there to check. And I got 0 hits. I may have spooked 1 or 2, maybe. I'm like, okay. All right, and it was low tide at the time, so it didn't really surprise me that much. If they were going to be in the pads, I thought it would be once the water gets up. But it being low tide, okay, let me go to the creek mouth. And I worked my way out, secondary channel, casting. Didn't see anything for a while. And then I got to a point. And on that point, I saw one rise. I was like, oh, really? And that's the point that I proceeded to light them up on. I caught, I think, 5 fish off that same point and lost 1 more. 4 or 5, 5 and 6, something like that. And all but 1, I think, came on the American Snakehead Custom Baby Cobra spinnerbait. There was at least one on the Meps, could have been 2. And throughout the rest of the day, it continued to be that spinnerbait that was my top performer, but I did catch, I think, 1 more on the Meps. And then I caught some blue cats on my underspin. These slimy suckers. But getting back to the point, I think they stage on those points at the point where the water is low, so that when the water begins to rise, they can go ahead and move back in. It's either that or they were already staged there as part of the outgoing tide, ready to feed on any bait fish that were coming there as part of the outgoing tide. The rig that I was using for most of my fishing today was my Mojo Bass spinnerbait rod, and that's paired with an SLXDC 40-pound braid, that's Berkeley X9. Now the other fish I caught, again, were coming in kind of those secondary channels along the shoreline. The secondary channels and points, they ended up being my top performers today, no doubt about it. Thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe. Have a good one.